Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome to another episode of, I do not like my camera angle. But anyways, welcome to another episode of Bradshaw 72 Gaming's podcast. I'm here with Zeno Sama right now. Again, because, first of all, none of y'all motherfuckers actually ask. Be like, hey, Rog, like, when are we going to do a podcast? Well, guess what? This is why we don't do one, because you don't fucking ask. Anyways, he don't ask either. I just rope him into it, but it's okay. Anyway, without further ado, man, let's get down to the topic right now, bro. Let's talk about the release of the PS5 coming up, and let's talk about, like, how many times have you seen, like, already on Facebook or, whatever social media platform you use, how many times have you already seen people sitting there trying to price gouge for like 900 to 1,000 fucking, whatever dollars, man, just to get their shit sold, man? Like, it's fucking retarded. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, why would someone want to do that? I mean, I understand the rarity of the PS5, but other than that, dog, like, it's like legit. It's like legit ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about that right quick. Sorry, Zeno. How many motherfuckers you not seen, dog? I know it's been a while. I know it's been several.
Yeah, but it's just ridiculous what they're doing about all this price gouging.
I mean, I get, like, making a couple dollars off somebody, but whenever it comes down to the whole like, $7, $8, $900 to like 1,000, that shit gets kind of ridiculous, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. They're not even worth that much.
I mean, it's something you just don't do.
No, it's not really.
But hell, even that. Moving on a little further, and the funny thing is, it wasn't a PS5 that I seen it done to. It was an Xbox Series X. And one of my close friends had actually asked. He was like, "Okay, so where's the extended warranty at? Why are you selling it for so much?" And dude never once said that he was selling it for so much because they were rare or anything like that. He just straight up said, "Well, why does it matter? You ain't even gotta be that."
Yeah.
What's up, IS4 Mods, man? Thank you so much for coming in. Welcome to one of my live podcasts. Like I said, I ain't got all that cool shit in the background that back there that everybody else does. I got one of the best things ever in the background. My wife back there is sleeping, by the way. I'm trying to keep my head in front of her, but she keeps moving, and it's just making it look really hard. It's really difficult for me to do that, but, it's whatever. As long as she got clothes on, we're okay. So, without further ado, man, chat, y'all can chime in on this shit too, man. Like, I mean, how many times y'all seen already, on the social media platforms or, whatever, like, how many times have you already seen, oh, this is Cam from Facebook. Alright, what up, Cam, dog? I'm gonna call you Cam then, instead of doing IS4 mods. But, yeah, dude, see, my podcasts are honestly super fucking plain. Super fucking plain, bro. Like, I don't have this shit in the background yet. I'm working on that, by the way. I'm gonna have some shit in the background that's gonna have a green screen that's gonna say the Bradshaw 72 Gaming Show or, something like that or whatever, man. Attract a lot more eyeballs and stuff like that and all that nature. And, but yeah, man, like, they're sitting there price gouging the fucking Xbox Series X. They're price gouging the shit out of the PS5. So what's y'all's take on that, though? Like honestly, I mean, you can't just sit there and say, well, they just should be doing that. Like, I feel like I should show up at the end of Jay and Silent Bob just like they did, fucking with a goddamn list and be like, oh, this is where they live at, this is where they're at, I'm gonna beat their ass, type shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's not because, first of all, any gamer always knows, any fucking gamer always knows, never, ever, 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 ever buy the first gen console. Why? Because they got fucking lag issues, they got latency issues, it's going to have issues. And there's going to be issues with the hardware, not the software that you all download, such as patches or anything like that. It's going to be hardware issues, mind you. So, it being said, like, why is everybody out rushing to get one? Like, how long are you going to wait, Zeno, before you get one? And remember, like, act like
He's
you
quite a
had the
while.
money right now. Act like you had the money right now to go get one. Why are you gonna wait? I mean, I know you're gonna wait, but why?
Because for example, what you just said, I agree with what you just said. Because of the hardware, because first gens are usually filled with lag issues and hardware issues, and just not worth to buying the first gen.
Well, you know, when you're right,
So either
dude.
way, because as you just said, so the issues don't like usually the first gen consoles don't last that long. People may disagree with me, that's fine. But 9 times out of 10, the first gens don't come out so well. That's why I want to wait until the second gen comes out. That way, by as much as I do buy it, it'll be functional and working properly.
So what you're saying is by the time you do buy it, like, they're already gonna have, like, first of all, you're gonna have, like, the newest hardware. Well, you know, hardware, and in case a lot of people don't know what the hell hardware versus software is something you can download. Hardware is what's actually in your shit. Like shit you can't change. Like, you cannot change. That's why there's never a hardware update. No, nothing. I mean, they could update the hardware, but they never do. It's always a software update. Why? Because the software update is the shit that you're able to download. Let's say that, you know, let's say like the PS5, like let's say I just got a PS5, you know, I'm streaming right now, and all that good shit, and y'all seeing a fuck ton of latency, a lot of lag issues, fucking, you know, whatever, you know, they can fix that via software update, but when it comes down to, well, maybe something in my system is actually causing that. I'm out $500 fucking dollars, dude. I'm out $500, a brand new console, and a fuck ton more money. That's only $500 before taxes. I'm just saying, it's like $600 some dollar console. First of all, why the fuck are you costing that much? Because Sony got plenty enough money. People pay enough for, you know, Plus and everything else to bring that fucking price down, bro. What happened to the
Yeah,
fucking
no
PS4
doubt.
and the fucking Xbox One? $300, $400. You want to charge $500 and $600 for this fucking new system? What the fuck does it
Yeah,
do differently besides no wait times on your fucking games? Like I seen a guy that was streaming earlier, bro, and you know, he was streaming the new Spider-Man, and he fucking clicked go, and as soon as he clicked start, boom, he was already in the game. 5 seconds. Okay, I don't mind fucking saving the extra $300-$400 I'm waiting. I'm just saying, like, I'm that kind of guy. Like, the fuck. Like, what does all these new systems have to offer me besides 12 teraflops? It's ridiculous.
it definitely is. That's
Like I
why
said,
the same question to you. Why are you going to wait?
why am I going to wait? Oh, same question to me. Why am I going to wait? First of all, because like I said a minute ago, every new gen console always has issues. Okay. You know, I never once bought the new gen console as soon as they came out. First of all, it's a fucking rat race. They just want your fucking money. They don't give a fuck about the consumer. They give a fuck about their budget. First of all. Secondly, they're going to be like, okay, well, you know, yeah, well, we're getting enough feedback to where, you know, this issue's happening, that issue's happening, and, you know, maybe we need to fix it. Okay, maybe we need to fix it. And again, software update. But if they find out that your internal hardware is recalled or something else due to a certain issue, what's to say they're always going to pay? What's to say they're going to pay for that? Oh, they're going to say, oh, you didn't buy the warranty. Fuck you. You didn't buy the
Yeah,
30-day
they
warranty.
let
Fuck
them,
you. You know, like, that's what they're going to say.
They'll just milk you out of more money. That's all the
They're
warranty
gonna
is.
milk your fucking cream of the crop, which is your wallet. They're gonna milk your fucking wallet for any and everything they can ever get out of you, bro. Like 100%. For damn sure,
Yeah,
is what's gonna happen. You know, secondly, you know, on a new topic here, you know, the Xbox Series X. You know, I've been looking at that too. I came to honestly Xbox from PS3. Back in the day, PS3 actually had a chat feature to where you're able to use your camera and a homie. Like, let's say me and Zeno wanted a video chat right now. We could do that. We could do that on the PS3. And, you know, they
yeah,
got rid of them on the PS4. Why? I don't fucking know. Because I know a fuck ton of people use that feature. Hell, I had like a 6, 7, 8, and a 10-way fucking chat at one time going off like crazy, dude. It was retarded. at one point in my life, man. Like I'd have my entire clan, dude, to like come face to face and have fucking meetings and shit like that. But it's kind of hard to fucking do now. You just can't fucking do
Yeah,
it.
you
But
can you can chat in a party, but what's good is that?
right, because you can't see the motherfucker you talking to, bro. Like it's fucking it's just dumb. Like so, hopefully on the PS5 features they bring that back. First of all.
Yeah, hopefully.
And like I said, secondly, I'm not gonna sit there and wait on them to come out with, a PS5 times three. I got a PS4 Slim, bro. That's how long I waited. PS4 Slim. That shit went obsolete and off the counter as soon as it got made. And the reason why is because their hardware is shit. The hardware in the PS4 Slim is ass and balls.
I think I had to buy a Slim.
So, here I am with this 4K TV, and they don't even put out fucking 4K. Here I am with this 4K TV, dog, and I got to buy a PS Pro in order to even get 4K resolution. Like, so first of all, I feel like I'm getting gypped. So why was my shit still as much as the Pro? I only went with Slim because it's fucking lightweight. Like, I want something lightweight if you got to carry it and travel. Like I want something lightweight as fuck and compact enough to where I can just, throw in a backpack or some shit and be done with it. But because of that feature, they're wanting to shut out the whole, well, we're not going to do 4K then on that one, fuck it. We're just going to let it go. We're just going to let it be.
But you got these smart TVs too.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, dog. Like, I got a smart TV. My TV is able to project in 4K, but because I don't have a PS4 Pro, I can't use the fucking 4K resolution aspect, and it just really sucks. All these video game companies, man, they're just out to milk your dollar, dude. Just like fucking women, they're out to milk every single fucking dollar that you possibly can put out, dude. Every single fucking dollar. I'm not
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not saying all
definitely.
women's like that, but all they want is right here. Your fucking wallet. That's all they want, dude.
That's all big companies want.
Right here. On camera, guys. That's all they fucking want. Is your fucking wallet. And it's up to what the fuck you make of it, man. Like, I'm glad I ain't got a woman that just wants my motherfucking money. If she was with me for the money, I swear to God she wouldn't be with me. I'm a broke ass motherfucker, dog. Like, I wouldn't be as broke as I am now if it wasn't for child support, but, that's another damn story. But, yeah, dude, it really fucking sucks ass, man. Like, it really fucking blows balls and wieners.
Oh yeah. Another topic:
But,
what game are you looking forward to coming out on PS5?
well, let's stop saying PS5 because I ain't getting one for like at least 2 years. The game I'm looking forward to coming out, period, is probably the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I'm probably looking forward to that. And the reason why is because I'm a huge zombie fan. I love zombie games. I'm a huge horror buff, and well, Friday the 13th is kind of obsolete right now because as soon as the fucking host leave, it kills the whole fucking lobby. So that's what I'm looking forward to coming out. So, like, what game are you looking forward to coming out?
Well, there's one. I'm a big God of War fan.
Oh,
And,
you're a big God of War fan?
Yeah, and there's another new God of War Ragnarok coming out in 2021 for the PS5.
It's gonna be on the PS4 too.
I don't know. They didn't say anything about PS4, but
No, it's going to be on the PS4 as well.
what?
Trust me.
But if it does come on PS4, I'll get it. But
like, why would they go straight to the new gen consoles? Just to sell them? Maybe.
because I've always been a big God of War fan. Like, see, I got the God of War, the 2018, the newer one on this PlayStation, but they're coming out with a new one where Ragnarok begins. For people who don't know, Ragnarok is basically the end of times. Almost basically the end of times. The battle of God, which basically ruins the whole earth. For people who don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But I just like the Greek mythology and the Norse mythology. I've always been a fan of that.
I just like
Okay,
to.
I
Well,
just heard
I
my
mean,
voice.
yeah, you did. I'm trying to share my link real quick because buddy of mine was trying to say, "Oh, I can't find it." I'm like, you know, motherfucker.
But that's the main reason why I'm looking forward to that game, because see what social Santa Monica comes up with this time, because their previous one won the game of the year. So I'll see what they have to come up with this time. It's gonna be better. It's gonna be worse. You never know until you try it.
Right. I mean, you know, at the same time, dog, it's more or less like it's just like a rat race, man. You know, buying the new system here and woe is me and all that shit, man. Like, it's just something that you just
I like
shouldn't
you.
fucking
I
go
don't
out
buy
and
it.
do, man. Like, I ain't buying that bitch for like at least a year and a half, 2 years. I mean, maybe in a year. If I see the reviews and they're doing fucking fantastic and phenomenal and I got the money, I'll fucking do it. But I'm not gonna sit there and break myself over a system that's just
Yeah,
not gonna
same here. I know.
be held up to what it's supposed to be.
Of course, you are able to play PS4 games on the PS5. Come to find out.
Exactly, and vice versa. You can sit there and buy, like, you know, you can pay $10 for the PS5 games or whatever and play them on the fucking PS4. Kind of like how you used to be able to do on the PS3 and the PS4. You know, PS4 game, guess what? You got it. You know what? We're not going to charge you for a full game. If you want to upgrade it to the PS4 variant, give me $10. Cool beans. There's $10.
But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm with you. I'm not going to buy that until at least a year and a half, almost 2 years, a year and a half at least, because that way not so much the reviews, but the price is not nearly as bad when it first came out. Because with me, with my PS4 I have now, I rented it from Aaron's.
Well, I'm renting my fucking PS4 right now from Best Way.
So,
But I got a good relationship with them and
same here
everything
with
else, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, it is what it is, man. And, you know, one of the biggest things ever, man, is like, you know, all these new game systems and all these new platforms and everything else coming out, nothing's ever going to beat the PC. I'll be the first one to admit that. Because there's not going to be a PC2 or PC3.
or
You just
PC5 or
gotta
something
upgrade,
like that.
right? You just gotta upgrade your fucking PC, dude, and you're fucking down with Dell and Nooch. And you know, that being said, it's like crazy to fucking know that kind of shit. And you know, I appreciate you talking to me about the whole PS5 aspect and everything else. Let's talk about like, you said you don't drink anymore. You know, you told me kind of off stream. If it's something that you would like to share, just say you're going to continue. If not, we'll go to another topic. I feel like it's something that should be shared, though. To be honest.
I don't mind it.
All right, well, go ahead, man. You know, you said that you don't drink anymore or anything.
Yeah.
You mentioned something about your brother, so let's go ahead and talk about that for a little bit, and then I'm going to go off and talk about back when I used to drink heavily, how much of an ass I used to be versus like, you know, what I am and what I do now, type stuff.
Yeah.
So
The reason why I don't drink is because my older brother, he used to drink really heavily for quite a while, and see what happened was he was married once before,
right?
And he never drank. He drank, but not nearly as bad. But what happened was his wife, him and wife split apart, but he still cared about her.
Mm-hmm.
And when one year we lived down in Kentucky, and her family died in a house fire. And
Stud.
ever since then, he continued to drink heavily and heavily and heavily. And no matter what we did to help him get it stopped, he wouldn't do it. Put it
So
this way, he can. Go
what
ahead,
he
sorry.
what he was trying to do, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, by the way, Kenneth. I'm just gonna call you Kenneth, okay? Fuck that whole Zeno
That's
style
fine.
shit. Can I call you Kenny?
Yeah, that's fine. People call.
Cool
I
beans.
prefer to call it Kenny. Prefer to be called Kenny, anyways.
Awesome. All right, well, Kenny, man, it sounded like he was doing, man. He was trying to drink his heartache and his sorrows away. His girl just died in a house fire and everything else. No matter what, no matter what the family can ever try to do, like you can always try to lead the horse to water, but you can't force them to drink it. You know what I'm saying?
No.
But there was a part in my life, dude, to where I used to drink really, really heavily. To the point to where all I gave a fuck was the bottle, bro. Like I wanted to see what kind of cool adventure I can go on at the bottom of the bottle. Like what prize is it for me, and that's what when that was going on when I was when I was currently with who I am now. And one of the greatest women that I think I've ever been with, man. Like honest to God, and I can't even say I think. But she literally, like, dude, she puts my fucking socks on, dude. She fucking lays my clothes out, fucking everything, bro. And I was a complete dick to her back in the day. I really was, man. Like I let drinking become a huge ass fucking problem. But I was dealing with a lot of emotional shit as well. That being said, that's no excuse either. By the way, I want anybody listening to this right now. That is no excuse because you're going through an emotional dysfunction. That is no excuse to treat who you're currently with, who treats you like a fucking king. That is no excuse to treat them like shit. Dead ass.
No, but
it took a lot for me to see what she actually does versus, what I'm doing, and what I was doing was tearing us fuck apart, and that ain't something that I ever want. So now, long story short, what I do is, I drink, I get drunk, and even in my drunken stupor, all I do is bugger with fucking playing around, we're just sitting there poking each other, playing around, fucking, she's like, quit bugging me, goddammit, you know what I'm saying, like, it's like one of those, and, I can't be more thankful and happy to sit here and state that, and it's something that I really, truly, honestly cherish, and, all that, so, I don't want you to be like, well, I'm not going to drink because of what, somebody else had happened to them or whatever, but, alcoholism does run in families and stuff like that, I can be honest, my biological mother, she's an alcoholic, my biological father was an alcoholic, I was going down that route, and, I quickly, and it took my wife that I'm currently with now to show me that I needed to do a 180 or else I'm going to lose the best thing that's ever happened to me, even over my kid's birth.
Yeah, that's the reason why I don't drink, is because of...
And that's
something
that I need to take to the bank, and I did that. But anyway, go ahead, Kenny.
It's the fact that when he he drank to basically get, like Rachel just said, to hide he lost his wife, the house fire, and drown his sorrows.
Yeah, he was trying to drown the sorrows away, yeah.
And no matter how much we tried, we couldn't get him to stop. But let me try to put his perspective. He would drink so much that basically, when he was down his railroad before he passed, his body could not live without it.
Right.
His body literally could not live without it. He would get sick if he didn't drink.
And I've heard about that, man, to be honest. Like, I've actually heard about, like, your body cannot continue, because you're so used to the alcohol, you're so used to the indulgence and everything, like, your body cannot function unless you're drunker and shit. And here's the weird part. When you're drunker and shit and you function 100% normally, that's when there's a big problem, because, like, you sit there and drink so fucking much. Like, I'm a big guy. I can drink a lot. Like, I can drink an entire, let me find one real quick. I can drink an entire fucking half gallon, you know what I'm saying? Like a whole fucking 1.75 liter half gallon looking motherfucker. And I'm feeling good, but I can still go. That's only because I'm a big dude, man. I'm 6 foot fucking tall, like 496 pounds almost. I'm a big motherfucker, bro. Like I can hold my shit because that's why. You know, if you got a guy that's like, 235, 260 pounds soaking wet, uh, like even 6 foot whatever, and whatever, they're fucking putting down as much as someone like me. That's a fucking problem. And by the
But
way,
here's the thing, though, Bradshaw.
is
Here's the
this
thing, though, Bradshaw.
is this the photo that you have on your Facebook? By the way, is your profile picture?
What on
That
my
says,
Facebook?
yeah, that says brother or some shit like that. Is
Yeah,
that the one that passed away from it?
you had the one picture on my profile on
So,
here.
well, yeah, was this recent or?
And he died in January this year. And
Okay.
and put it this way, Bradshaw, he was only 100 pounds, 125 pounds soaking wet.
He was just a really tall, slender motherfucker, dude.
He
Like,
put it this way, he was only 6'1",
probably,
6'1",
yeah.
6'2".
Well, I mean, I say really tall. I'm only 6 foot tall. Hell, I feel like I'm tall myself, but that's what I'm saying. Like, but
See, with me, I'm 6'6", 280, and but my brother, he was only like 6'2", 6'1", pushing 6'2", but then he's 6'1", pushing 6'2". He was drinking more than what he was probably considered more than what Bradshaw did, and but he got so bad that he could not survive without it. And well, that's another reason why I don't drink is because my brother was so influential in my life. He taught me how to defend, not so much defend myself, not to take shit off people.
right, don't take no shit, but don't start no shit, right?
Yeah, he taught me if people start shit with you, handle it. Don't start no shit. And he told me how to defend myself. Don't stand up for myself.
Right. See,
Things like that.
I call him my little brother, man, and I call him my little brother. He's actually older than me, man. His name is Rocky Lamont. He lives, real close to me or whatnot, and we became brothers, and I'll tell that story too, and I love to tell it because it's hilarious. But he's only 115 pounds, maybe 120 soaking wet if he just got out of the shower. Not even 120, probably like maybe 117 or some shit like that. And he's damn near 6 foot tall. He's somewhat close because I'm almost eye level to him. I'm a little bit taller than him, but he can only put down maybe 3 or 4 beers, man. He's fucking feeling it. So I understand what the fuck you're talking about, dude. And I feel like I'm gonna start doing podcasts, man, on what I can do to help inspirationalize people and try to feel that certain comfort and loss, and that certain comfort in because we've all lost somebody due to drugs, alcohol, fucking whatever, you know what I mean. But yes, I am a drinker, but at the same time, it's like you gotta learn when to moderate that shit. Like I'm the kind of drinker that I'll get drunk as fuck and you can barely tell. You can only tell because I'll be slurring my speech and shit, like big time. But I'm also missing my front teeth, so hell, I'll slur even when I'm not drunk. So I can imagine
I got no teeth. I'm not
drunk as shit. So
I got no teeth. Not slurring my words.
you know,
People think I'm drunk.
right. And like I was saying, dude, my little brother, and he's older than me, man, but I call him my little brother, man. And here's the story on how we met. Let's try to lighten it up a little bit more, man. Again, I'm sorry to hear about your brother, bro. I really am. I wish that there was something that the family could have done to try to change that outcome.
We
I really
tried
do.
it, but we tried. But
I know, man. But sometimes you just can't. You just can't force a change on someone, bro.
but
Once that alcohol takes over, dude, it's over with, bro. Like 100%. Like there's nothing you can do.
the moral of the story is, if you're gonna drink, moderate it.
Like me.
Like
Moderate
like
that shit.
Bradshaw, moderate it. And another news story. You never know how long you're gonna have no matter siblings, parents, mothers, grandparents, nieces, nephews, or whatever. Cherish what you have because you never know when they're gone. And when you're gone, there's things I wish right now that last time I talked to my brother was he wanted to move in with me, but since he was an alcoholic and I got a stepdaughter, I couldn't allow that, and I felt like I abandoned him. And then when he died, I could not take that back. So don't say shit that you're
So
gonna regret.
what you're saying is you feel like if he'd have moved in with you, shit could have been different. He'd probably still be here.
Yeah,
even though he had
that's
a
what I
problem.
feel.
You know,
Even though he had a problem, but me, the moral of my story is cherish the people who you love and moderate your drinking.
man, always
Don't.
share the people you love, man, because you may see them today and tomorrow ain't never promised.
Yeah,
Always share
so
the people you love, man. Always cherish the
you
shit
never
out
know.
of the people you love.
You never know. Maybe more words to say it. I could be here right now and gone tomorrow.
Let's hope that's not the case because you're a cool ass fucking dude and I ain't met you yet. God damn it. You just live up in the central part of my state, so let's not go there.
Nah, but the moral of the story is cherish the people who you love. If you're drinking, please moderate your drinking and don't do it just to do it and drown your sorrows because all that's going to do is hurt the people you love.
Right. And that being said, y'all. Also on a side note, man. And do me a favor, dude. Never let them drive. Never let them fucking drive. If you know they've had too much, man, never let them drive. Like there's certain people, man, like myself, that can have a few and still be able to drive, dude. But don't let them fucking take that car or that truck or anything else, man. Anything else that they could possibly hurt somebody else in, like because if they get into a wreck or whatever and they kill the other person and whatnot, like that's a homicide on under your belt that you just made a bad decision on. You don't want to do that. So the moral of the story, man, is make sure you moderate your shit and make sure your shit don't overcome your best decisions.
And here's
I
another
guess.
thing too. He was a hell of a draw. He was a when it comes to math, he was a mathematician. He was smart as a whole. He's smart as hell. He was smart as hell, and he could draw real well. He had talent, but the sorrow he felt was too great. So, moral story: don't drink to drown your sorrows.
Don't drown your sorrows, man. That's what he's trying to say. All right, moving on. I appreciate you sharing that, by the way, Kenny. That
It's hard
obviously
for me
took
to
a
say.
lot for you to actually go out there and put that out there and say, and I greatly appreciate that story, man. Again, I do apologize, as well as all the listeners apologize, and everything else, man. And hopefully, hope for the best, and keep on keeping on. But I'm gonna change it up a little bit, man. I'm gonna try to bring the mood back up or whatever. Let me tell you
Go ahead,
let me
man.
tell you all the funniest story ever on how myself and Brocky Lamont, who's here in the chat, mind you. He's in the chat. Like, fucking, dude, this is gonna like the most hilarious thing I think that ever happened in my life. Um, so he dated this chick for about, I'm gonna say 8 years, okay? And, me and this chick, we went to high school together and everything, and, she wanted me to help her with her homework, right? So he would go to work, because, his work was in my same city I lived in. He was cool with me talking to her. She was talking to me all cool and everything, and so he dropped her off. I like making a long story short, by the way. So he dropped her off, man, and this chick goes home and tells dude that I tried to fucking sleep with her and I tried to kiss her and all kinds of shit, and I'm like, the fuck? So one of the greatest moments of my life, other than getting my old lady and my kids being born, was the day that I was out in front of his house. We were having a little bonfire, we were talking. She tried to drive a wedge in between us, by the way. Let me backtrack just a little bit. Because, any man that hears that, you're instantly going to hate the other guy. You know what I'm saying? He's a dumbass and blah, 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 and should never tried that, or, whatever the case may be. And, the funny part is, the greatest moment was when I called her and I was on speaker. I called said female and I said, hey, did I ever try to have sex with you, or did I ever try to come on to you, or did I ever try to kiss you, or did I even make you feel any certain type of way? She's like, oh fuck, you're at Rocky's, ain't you? I said, yes ma'am, you're on speaker too, it's time to let it go. I'm tired of living this damn lie. Like, I'm done. And she's like, no, you didn't. You never, ever did. And, the funny part is, man, they were already separated at this time, and they were already divorced, because she was cheating on him, and they weren't married or anything, but, in their minds they were married, you know what I'm saying, kind of, sort of, like anybody else, any guy would be like, you know what, this is what I'm taking care of, you know what I'm saying, like, this is, this is my home, type shit, you know what I'm saying, so, You know, that being said, dude, like the greatest thing ever was her answering the fucking phone. And she already knew. She's like, "You're right, Zeno." I'm like, "Yes, ma'am. I'm tired of living this goddamn lie. You're gonna fucking speak the truth." And she fucking spoke it, bro, like 100%. After they already broke up and everything else. And I'm like, all right, cool. That's all I needed to know. That's all he needed to know too. And I fucking slammed the goddamn phone down, dude. And I was like, there you go. Hell, I think I cracked my phone that day. I was like, well, there you go. So you hated me for no fucking reason. I hated you for no reason. And you know, we became best friends slash brothers ever fucking since then, dude. And you know, it's amazing. Like, you know, this man has helped me out more than my own father has. And you know, that means a lot to me. You know, it means a lot. You know, coming from someone who could have just said, you know, yeah, fuck you. You know, and you know, he paid fucking $360 on my fucking rent this month. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'll be honest. And you know, other shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's not a friend, dude. That's a goddamn brother, first of all. And you know, secondly, man, cherish who the fuck you keep closest fuck to you, because whether they're blood or not, and y'all see this meme all the time on Facebook, man, or as he would call it, a meme. He calls them memes. I don't know why, but it's cute as fuck and so fucking hilarious. He's like, memes. Like, no, dude, it's memes. Well, what the fuck ever, asshole. That's what he always says. What the fuck ever. But you know, I got family that is not blood over family that I have as blood, and it's it reigns superior and true in my fucking life, dude. Like, when I quit doing drugs back in 2009, 2008, 2009, one of the two, I seen where all my so-called air quotes brothers had went to. You know what I'm saying? I seen where the fuck they went. They fucking dipped out the damn door. Never heard from them since. Why? Because I quit everything. I quit doing everything I used to do, dog. I quit doing fucking heroin. I quit doing fucking meth. I quit doing fucking the coke. You name it, I fucking did it. When I quit doing everything, um, I ain't never shot up heroin, but I smoked it accidentally. I'm saying accidentally because I came to a homie's house. Pipe was already loaded. I thought he was smoking weed. I'm like, fuck yeah, let me hit that shit. I fucking took a big ass toke of it, man, and he was like, oh man, that was heroin, dog. And I'm like, well, you're a fucking douche. So right then and there told me I wasn't my homie. It wasn't my friend. Because he just got me fucking opened up to a whole fucking new world of shit that I never even fucking knew of at the time. It's like, dude, I don't mind hitting your shit, dude, but just let me fucking know what the fuck it is. You know, I don't do anything anymore besides my alcohol, my cigarettes, and my caffeine. That's my only fucking drugs that I do now, man. I didn't need no damn intervention. I didn't need none of that. I just realized real fucking quick where my life was about to head if I didn't stop. I mean, I'm all down for marijuana, dude. I'm all down for marijuana, like 100%. Like, I don't smoke it, but I don't hate people who do. You know, and this is back in the biblical times. Like, you know, Kenny, dude, quote me if I'm wrong. God, it was in the Bible. God giveth the man every seed need to survive.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
And
You're definitely not wrong.
I mean, I just want to come out here publicly and say this shit, man, because I want the world to know, 100%. You know, it's never too late to try to change someone. You know, but you can't change someone who don't want the help. You know, I'm talking like hard drugs and shit wise. You know, alcohol is 100% legal. You know, I mean, I'm gonna do my alcohol. Hell, my wife wouldn't even be drunk as fuck with me right now if she didn't feel. Well, I'm not drunk as fuck, but she'd be drunk as fuck though, because she is on a lightweight like a motherfucker. You know. But anyways, man, you know, she'd be sitting there sipping with me, and she'd be feeling a hell of a lot better than myself, and all that good shit, dude. If she just wasn't sick, and if her liver would allow her to, because she used to do the thing that's called hate drinking. She was in a marriage, man, for about 6 years almost. That was nothing but false and fictitious, and dude, man, would be like, oh, blah blah blah, and she'd find out something else, and whatever the case may be, bro. Like, it was fucking horrible. Welcome back, Cam. Welcome back to the chat, bro. And all that good shit, man. And because she used to hate drink, man, she has permanently damaged her liver, dude. I mean, it can go away. It can go away. Well, it's like, well, it can go away if you lose weight. And of course, every doctor will be like, hey, lose weight, motherfucker. You're like, bro, you could be like a pound over fucking weight. They're like, yeah, we need you to lose about 13, 14 pounds and shit. And, even though you want to eat another cheeseburger, man, make sure you eat a salad or something. And you're like, you know what, doc, fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Oh, you smoke cigarettes? Well, let me tell you something, son. These cigarettes are going to make your lungs look like that. I mean, it's cool to be coached and educationalized on everything and getting education on it, but when it fucking comes down to it, like, how many times and how many people in the chat want to punch your doctor in the face when they're like, you got to quit this, you got to quit that, you got to quit that, unless it's life-threatening, mind you. If it's life-threatening, okay, quit your shit. Like, honestly, like, if you want to die, then continue to do it. But if you want to fucking, it's like going to me saying, you know what, I eat 10 pounds of cake a day. And my fat ass looks like I could. You know what I'm saying? So I can go to my doctor and say that shit. And, well, you know what, Bradshaw, you're a diabetic and everything, and I kind of need you to quit that. You know what I'd do? I'd quit that shit. I could switch to diet sodas and all that shit because it'd be life-threatening. Now, if he was just saying it to be an asshole and he just wanted me to lose weight even though I'm healthy as an ox, tell him to go fuck himself. In a nice way.
Basically.
So that's the difference I'm trying to get to you guys. Like the 100% difference I'm trying to embed your brain now. That's the difference. But, yeah, dude, for sure. Also, another thing I want to touch base on. In the state of Indiana, Governor Eric Holcomb has made official that we are going to revert back to stage 4.5, 4 pretty much, of the whole COVID reopening and all that. Here in the state of Indiana, we're about to lose restaurants that has been open. They're going to have to stop, such as my Chinese buffets and my pizza buffets. God damn, I'm so pissed about that.
Yeah, I heard it going to close like pizza and stuff like that.
I was scheduled to wrestle here in the state of Indiana, a good little ways from me, on November 28th. I got the phone call yesterday. Shit is canceled. Y'all, do me a favor. Wear a fucking mask, man. Just wear a fucking mask. Make it look good. Just make it look good. You can leave your nose out, whatever. Just cover up your fucking mouth, man. Like, we gotta do something.
Yeah, regardless of what
Wash your fucking hands. Wash your fucking hands. It's that simple, man. That's why people are catching COVID. Like, they're touching things, they're putting their fucking hands in their mouth, and wash your fucking hands, dude. Sanitize your fucking hands. It's not hard. Go ahead, gang.
Yeah, wear your mask, regardless of how you feel about it, about a whole unconstitutional. Wear a mask, because you never know. Because you got almost 240,000 people dead because people don't want to wear a mask and take the proper precaution. Wear a fucking mask, people.
It's just not hard, y'all. Honestly, if you're against anti-mask wearing or whatever, wash your fucking hands. Carry hand sanitizer. Sanitize your fucking hands. And this ain't just in the state of Indiana, man. This is in the state of Kentucky. This is the state of fucking Arizona. This is the state of fucking New York even, man. Whenever this fucking COVID shit broke out, bro, like it was all about they're loading fucking bodies up in the goddamn semis, man. Just take them off and go dump them. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Those were fucking people, bro. You're just gonna go load them up in a semi and dump them. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm sorry, but we had to let them go. Okay, that's cool, but not really. But at the same time, like, do something.
These are people's loved ones that are dying out there. So
I'm just saying. Rocky Lamar says, "Bah, I'll take my chances. I wash my hands with beer." Well, hey, you know what? It's got alcohol in it. It cures germs. Even beer, y'all. Beer, any kind of, dude. If you have no hand sanitizer, carry a little fucking spray thing of or a little what you call it, fucking rubbing alcohol with you, man. I know it stinks. It's gonna stink. Keep the fucking economy safe again. Here soon, it's going to be like nobody can even go out of their fucking house. Why? Because Joe Biden, and I ain't gonna lie, I voted for him. But Joe Biden wants a fucking, and I'm proud to say I'm a fucking Biden supporter and a Kamala Harris supporter. To be honest, and he's going to have a 4 to 6 week shutdown of the entire United States, and he's promising, whether it's true or not, he's promising to pay you exactly what your check is before taxes. He's wanting to hold all taxes, say no taxes taken out, give it to them 100% because this is not their fault. That's what he's wanting to do. I'm totally down with that. You know.
Yeah, same here. Anything to get control over this damn virus.
I ain't gonna lie, I do feel bad for Trump though. I do feel bad for Trump. That map was way more fucking red than it was blue, bro. You gotta admit. but Biden won it because of the electoral votes in the certain states. He got the states with the highest electoral votes. See, Trump was coming on to his little Trump rallies or whatever and saying, "Boy, why ain't Biden been here?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you know why? Because he ain't been there because." You don't have the most electoral votes in that state. It's only a 6 fucking thing. He's going to the states that's got 20 and fucking 13 and fucking 15 and double digits, dude. He don't give a fuck about them little states. But, here's what I want to see here in American people. If I was president, the first thing that I would bring back is unity. United under God.
Fake news, fake videos, fake votes.
United,
fake votes, fake media.
United under God. I would uphold the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment is the first one I would uphold. Every single American citizen has the right to bear arms to defend themselves and make sure that justice is served the right way when someone infiltrates your facility. I feel like that's self-defense. It comes back to the self-defense law. I also believe, back to the Second Amendment, AR-15s are allowed to be utilized and used. If our United States military can use said weapons, I'm not saying go out and buy a fucking tank. Okay? You can't do that, obviously. What do you need a fucking tank for, dude? That's way more in protecting your property. But any fucking gun or arsenal, the media makes AR-15 owners look like shit because you own an assault rifle. Well, what do you need all that for? Well, okay, what if I'm getting ambushed by a shit ton of thugs that's trying to loot my house when this economy takes a shit? Okay, I'm sorry. If I need more than a pow, 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 I need the whole pow, 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 pow type shit. I need to make sure I can defend my own self, my property, my belongings, my international justice is at stake if I don't hone and bear those arms. Now, secondly, what I would do, I would make sure that every single middle-class person, middle class meaning if you make $550,000 or below, I would not tax your fucking paychecks. I would tax people who make $551,000 and above. I would double tax the rich. Why? They've already got enough money anyway. And as you see, President Donald Trump did not pay no more than $750 in taxes anyway. That's just hearsay. That's just numbers. I'm just the guy to sit here and listen to it. I'm not saying that shit's true. I'm not saying that shit's false. And number one thing that's on my agenda is put fucking God back into schools. Put the gospel back into schools. Whether you're a God-fearing man or not, you have to understand we all came from somewhere. We wasn't born under a fucking rock. This world was not made by science. Who the fuck? Where the scientists that made it at, dog? That's all I'm saying. In the beginning, put God first.
You got your friends here saying buy fake news, fake votes, fake media.
Oh Yeah, he's saying that, but I guarantee he's going to agree 110% on what I'm saying. So, the Second Amendment, number one, needs to be held up, first of all. Secondly, let's go with putting God back in schools. Third, let's stop fucking anti-Trumping fucking tax dollars and fucking going into fucking raising the taxes. Like, you know, here in the state of Indiana, y'all, we went from like 6 years ago, our taxes was only 6 cents on the dollar. It raised a fucking penny. Now we're at 7 cents on the dollar in the entire state of Indiana, okay? I'm cool with that. It's only a fucking penny, but that fucking penny adds up when you're buying hundreds of dollars worth of shit. I'm just saying. Even a small ass thing like a little fucking a little copper Lincoln means a lot. You know, it is what it is, man. And you know, I'm kind of glad Trump didn't get it for 2020 because he was wanting to take away Medicaid. He was wanting to take away Social Security. I feel like if the Trump administration was still in power, that people like me and you and my buddy Rocky Lamont here, when we got retirement age, there was not going to be no retirement. There was not going to be no Social Security. You know, there was not going to be no fucking here you fucking go, like, you know, money wise, and handed to you when you're fucking old as shit. You know, that time you get to live your fucking life. Type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I didn't vote because I'm not like into politics all that much. But
Well, but you kind of have to be in politics, man, and here's why. How old are you? Kidding.
36.
36. See, I'm 32 years old, man. Our Medicare system is already, it's doing okay. But when it comes to our retirement fund and our Social Security system, it's not doing that great. I'm sorry, but
Nah,
when
it's
you're old
not.
enough to, I mean, you live off Social Security. Let's say your check stopped. How fucked are you gonna be?
Really?
So what are you gonna have to pay your bills? You're gonna have to go
Can't.
out, face your disability, no matter what it is, work your ass off, try to make fucking ends meet, and by then the taxes are already fucking raised tremendously to the point to where you can't even afford a fucking pack of bologna at the end of the week. We have to stand up, man, as the younger the middle youth, us. You're 36, I'm 32. My brother, who I've been talking about this entire time, I think he's like 37 now or whatever the case may be. He's all the time talking about, man, if my job goes under this, my job goes under that. You know what, dude? Under the right administration, under the right, you know, political standpoint on who the fuck's gonna own this, who the fuck's gonna own, but it's not even a political thing on his job though. I'm not gonna tell you what he does because I'm not allowed to. Okay. But what he does is he puts a lot of things out to the point to where it's, you know, you got banks trying to fight over the business. You know, you got you know, other people like wanting to take over the business. But how secure are them said banks? How secure? How are we going to trust this said bank or this said person to run our business to where he's making sure he's got a paycheck coming in? You know, it all comes down to politics, bro. It really does, and it fucking sucks. It has to come to that. So I feel like
Yeah.
this last 4 years under the Trump administration should really suck a dick.
Yeah. I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Okay, well, Rocky Lamont says Kamala Harris slept with a 60-year-old politician when she was 30. That's how she got that spot and then broke it off. Okay, well, even though since she's had that spot, she's been doing good. You know, I kind of feel like, you know, the whole. I mean, Obama wasn't the best president. I ain't gonna lie, he was not the best president. There was a lot of unemployment. There was $5 a gallon at gas prices. But that was when we were in the recession. That was when he was trying to bail out fucking I think it was
Bush.
Bush. Yeah, he was trying to bail out what Bush left him. So, you can't look at, well, you know, what a president does versus what they're able to continue to do. Because in that 8 years, in that 8 year term he went from gas prices being $5 that he had to do down to what they are now, $2 and some. He even got it all the way down to 98 cents at one point in his second term. He couldn't be reelected again. So at 98 cents, guess what? He wasn't trying to profit off that shit. He was like, look, I'm trying to fucking bail this shit out. I'm trying to bail it out. And ever since then, they have not been super high. I feel like Obama did a great job. Joseph Biden Jr. who's now the president-elect, was also his vice president. And you know what pisses me off is a lot of people are saying, well, Joseph Biden had 47 years to do this, that, and he wasn't president, though. He was a fucking vice. He couldn't over-trump his fucking higher superior. That's like you going to your boss and saying, this is what's going to happen. You can't do that. You can't do that. He served on the Senate for fucking 39 years or some shit like that. He served on the Senate. He had to vote on things. He didn't have the full say-so. I feel like, you know, at least give this guy 4 fucking years, give him the full say-so on what the fuck happens, let's see where it goes. Honestly.
Give him a chance.
Right, give him a goddamn chance. Like, everyone always asks for one thing and one thing only. A chance.
A chance.
Because, see, I'm a high school dropout, y'all. I don't know if y'all know this or not. My highest level of education was a 9th grade education. I sound smart. I'm very intellectually intelligent. And I'm hella good at what I do. I don't feel like my name on a piece of paper saying that I fucking did something should ever mount to what fucking living that I'm gonna live on. I feel like you give me a fucking chance. Let me show you what I can do. Then make your decision. Don't judge me based on what the fuck I look like. Don't judge me based on because I ain't got a piece of paper in front of you saying, hey, I'm smart as fuck. Let me show you how smart I am and what I can do. This has also come from a guy who's been a computer repair technician. I can't really say architect, but somewhat close to it. Did I have turned down more jobs that require a degree than I've ever accepted?
The one thing I do want to say is that people who think that the election isn't over, and why to put this way.
Oh, the election's over.
Why no?
Election's
Why
over.
no? You know, some of these Trump supporters.
You're going to talk about the whole Trump supporters going back and Trump saying, I'm going to sit there and sue, and he's already lost 7 fucking different suits, right?
Yeah.
I was going to get to that, but you know what? I want you to say it. I want you to say it. And this is not a politician talking. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Go ahead, dude. Go ahead. Talk about them all.
You got Trump saying that, oh, there's a voter fraud, voter irregularities. Where's the proof? Where's the evidence?
Come closer on voter mail-in ballots.
Yeah. The reason why people are voting and voting by mail-in ballots because people don't want to catch the virus out there, so they're going to mail in their ballots and things like that.
Well, honestly, Trump's mainly bitching because his administration was not allowed to be in the mail-in ballot counting room. Okay, so first of all,
there was.
Biden's no, but there wasn't. They said no. Every one of y'all leave, but there was secret ones in there. Secondly, Biden never once had nobody. He never gave a fuck to have nobody in the ballot counting room. He didn't need to. He was like, you know what? If something fishy happens, it fucking happens, you know. You know, if Biden gets a second term, which he probably may, I'm not sure. I'm not saying I'm going to vote for him again because he ain't started yet. But President-elect Biden, if he gets a second term, he's going to be 91 years old. Now, retain that thought. retain that thought. How old is the Pope? The
I
Pope
don't know.
is hella old, dude. The Pope is hella old. And they always uphold to any and everything they can do, to the point to where it's more or less kind of a stature to doing their thing and everything. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, that might be hard to understand,
But people saying that, oh, well, I'm trying to think of how to say without sounding like a dick. But the Trump supporters need to face the fact he lost. There's no evidence of voter fraud or anything like that, because the courts, it's in the public records. The judge asked them, "Were there people, Republican people, there to witness accounts?" And they said zero amount of people. Is like doesn't exist.
right.
That number doesn't exist. And he
Like,
he asked a judge of this bar.
I know a lot of people, man, that are like, I voted for Trump because he's an asshole. Because he's a dickhead. Okay, but that's all you're voting for him for, though? But just because he's an asshole? Any man, any woman can be a complete bitch or an asshole. But it takes a special kind of motherfucker to uphold that that not really threat, but that promise that they take and they upheed to the American people, man. And I feel like, we're in for a rude awakening. I feel like Biden is going to do things that he probably shouldn't, but he's only building off of what Trump leaves him. So if Trump is like, you know what, fuck it, I lost this election, fuck Biden, I'm gonna make him look like a piece of shit. So he fucking digs the economy. He pretty much tries to bury the economy. That's on Trump. That's not Biden. That's Biden trying to fucking grab the shovel and dig it back out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it is what it is, man. First of all, and secondly, it's just
I just find it funny that these lawsuits are so funny that
all right.
getting
Yeah,
thrown out
I already
everywhere.
know, Rocky. The election is not over till January 6th. He made a valid point. It's not over till January 6th. But what he's also trying to say in a nutshell is President Trump only has till January 6th to try to prove that he was fucked. Because if you can't, as soon as January 7th happens and they start voting for the Senate race to try to fill the House with the Senate, bro, it's over with, bro. It's over with. We need more Democrats in the fucking Senate. I'm born Democrat. I've always been a Democrat. However, I did vote for Bush, who was a Republican. Bush Jr. I did. But Bush honestly did not. But under Bush's watch, we had what happened, 9/11.
I agree with you there.
Terrorist organizations happen.
Rocky, right. I agree with everybody, Rocky, but all the voting and all it's left to do is just count the votes. They got until next week to
well, they got till
the
next week to count them all up. But they technically have a cushion till January 6th, is what Rocky's trying to say. They have till January 6th. Either way, Trump is not going to win all the electoral votes to become president. Biden hit it first. It was the race to 270. Biden hit it first. But, and if something comes out, like whenever Trump first got elected, like, there were talks about, fucking Russia was involved and China was involved and fucking all kinds of other shit was involved, bro. But you know what was most involved? I ain't gonna lie. I liked President Trump's attitude. I really did. I liked President Trump to be a hard ass. Like, I liked the fact that, this is set to third. Like, I really enjoyed it. And the reason why is the legislators are... How much longer am I streaming for, Air Cam? A long time, my guy. You can just put the phone beside you, my little dude, and go to sleep. Thank you very much for coming in, Kim. Do me a favor, subscribe to my fucking YouTube. I'm trying to get my YouTube out there. Also, I'm going to shout out your YouTube. I'm going to shout out fucking Rocky's YouTube. and whoever else is fucking YouTube, I need to try to shout out. So let's all grow together as one big YouTube community. Let's all grow together, one unity, and one nation under God, my little guy. Thank you very much for that. Make sure you type in the fucking chat. Do me a favor, type in the fucking chat your actual fucking. I know you're only like younger than 18. I ain't gonna say your age. I'm allowed to, but I'm not gonna do that to you. I know you're younger than 18, but you know what, dude? As a young content creator, my guy, you fucking deserve it. I want you to do this for me. Type your fucking link for your YouTube. You got 18 subs. Alright, cool. I'm gonna grow that. Together, we'll all grow one channel under unity, is what I'm trying to say. Type in your motherfucking channel right now, your link, if you can, in my chat. I want every one of you motherfuckers right now sitting there tuning in, listening, just comment in the chat. Go follow this little dude, man. He is amazing. He is a Friday the 13th streamer. And honestly, that's all I know that he actually does is honestly Friday the 13th. But, you know, if he'd give me more content than that, then I'd be more than happy to shout that out too. You know, I'm personally done with Friday the 13th. It kind of really sucks. So they just gotta click on your name, click subscribe. Awesome. Thank you, Kim. But anyways, man, like I'm personally done with Friday the 13th, man. This last update done ruined it for me. I'm not trying to be in lobbies. Like, in my opinion, it's dead. And so many people in the community is gonna be like, "Oh no, it's not dead," but it is. It is dead because once the fucking host of the goddamn lobby leaves, your whole entire. I'm not yet once finished a single game because once the host leaves, your game's fucking kicked. You're kicked by the host. The host done got shitty and left. So you have to sit there and literally, manually, keep going into lobbies, back out, go into a lobby, back out, go into a lobby, back out, go into a lobby. Oh shit, I'm finally lobby leader. That's how you gotta fucking do it. And it takes so long for people to join now, dude. It's just not worth the time. It's really not. Like, you know, it's a great franchise. I'm wanting to do, me and my wife, this is on my bucket list, by the way, and whether it be now or 10 years from now, I hope y'all are still subscribed, because I'm going to Hope, New Jersey, where Friday the 13th Part 1 actually happened, and we're going to see where Ari Lehman, aka Jason number 1, as a kid, as a boy, came out, drug Alice out of the boat, into the water, and made that dream. So stay tuned for that shit, y'all. Like, it could be anywhere between between now and realistically 3 years from now. It's gonna be a yes, Kenny. I'll pick you up on the way. But you gotta buy your own ticket though, so I'll give you a ride. You gotta buy your own ticket. I ain't doing all that. But yeah, man, it's something cool to look at, and you know, Friday the 13th fans. But let's backtrack real quick. Kitty got something to say.
But regardless of how our political views are, we just need to unite as one. Enough with his racial stuff. Regardless of what happens in the election, nothing's going to change in the election. But we all need to stop this racial bullcrap and just unite
like,
under under God.
Pretty much what he's saying, man, is the white man used to be able to say the word nigga 10 years ago. We say it now, we're instantly, like, targeted.
Yeah, so basically all of this needs to stop.
But, let's be honest, the police started it first.
Yeah, the police started it, but
they didn't have to be that rude and that aggressive to the black man. They didn't have to be. But what were they doing?
No.
What were they doing? And I mean, I get it. You know, you got a gun and you can prove they got a gun until they pop a couple shots off at you first. Don't fucking shoot the black man in the back, bro. Never shoot a black man in the back. Never shoot a white man in the back. Never shoot a Puerto Rican in the back. Never do that, bro. Like, you shoot him in the back, you a pussy, first of all. And secondly, like, dude, you got tasers, man. Unlethal fucking force, man. Use that shit to derogatory and as your derogatory and your bring down to where you're able to apprehend the suspect and do what you gotta do, man. Like, it's just giving us Caucasian people a bad name. It really is.
Basically, what I'm trying to say is, regardless if you like Trump, Biden, or what, we just need to unify
Play
as
the game.
one country.
Not even one country, bro. Like Biden's always said, I don't see red states and blue states. I see the United States. Let's
Yeah,
unite again. And that's what
yeah,
he's
that's
trying
what
to
I'm
get
trying
at.
to say.
But
Yeah, like
let's
I
put
said, regardless of
politics
what
aside there,
happens,
Kenny. Let's politics aside, man. Let's talk about Friday the 13th, the game, slash movies. Honestly, you know what? Fuck the game. Let's just do movies. I'm sure you've seen them all. You better at
oh yeah, I
36.
own all of them.
Yeah, okay. What was your favorite one and why? Honestly. And
Um,
I'll give you mine.
Part 6, because
Oof. Christian Graham. Or fucking CJ Graham. Sorry.
oh yeah,
Sorry, CJ. I mean, say your actual first
the
name. Anyways,
reason why I like
CJ Graham.
that is because the reason why I like that one is because the way they brought Jason back to life, where Tommy stabbed him with that pinch post.
So it's the way they brought him back to life and all that good shit, right?
Yeah, and
Okay. Honestly, I could see that. Ain't my favorite, but
it's not my
you know,
favorite one, but
I'm
it's one. It's
pissed
one
off.
of my favorites.
Okay, so who is your favorite Jason actor, though?
Kane Hodder.
Agreed. Thank you. You just saved yourself. I'm pissed that he got the shittiest movies. He got part 7 with telekinesis. He got part 8, part 9, and part fucking 10. Bruh, he didn't even get fucking Freddy versus Jason.
He was literally upset. I
A
watched
guy
his
named Ken did.
documentary.
And, he fucking cried on his, he cried on his documentary. He was like, I don't know why they wouldn't let me play him again, man, but, I fucking...
The person who got Freddy versus Jason was the guy who did the stunt double when Jason got hit in part 8.
His name was Ken Zinger.
Yeah.
Zinger or Ziniger, or some shit like that.
Kurt Zinger got the role because he somehow, some way, he played Jason, but no, he did not play Jason. He did
he only took
double.
that bump / stunt double in part 8 because Kane was sick. He couldn't do it. Now, if you look at the fucking 30 Years Crystal Lake fucking memoirs or memories, whatever the fuck it's called, Crystal Lake Memories, I think. But when Gay Hodder comes on and speaks, he was like, okay, so my idea was to, well, I took the light to the face in part 7. I took the light to the face, and that was my idea, and I went through the stairs and everything else. That was still, aka, my idea. It hurt like hell, but I fucking did it. And the reason why I did it is because it looked good.
And plus, he did that long ass fire scene, that fire stunt too, when he shoot at.
He did.
Part 7, where he did that, they shoot the flame at him.
Which Kane is hella afraid of because that's why he's wears gloves and all that shit, and a lot. And he was a burn victim off of a stunt back when he was doing stuntman things and all that good shit, dude. Back in the day on stunt double and all that to people, and he's been burnt, dude, for X% of his fucking body, dog. Like it's fucking craziness.
And it takes a hell of a man to come back from that and do what he does well.
And he still does it. What's your favorite kill in the entire franchise? Not just on 6. Kane also says the same thing, and that was introduced in part 10. It was either 7 or 10.
It's 7 with a sleeping bag kill. Sleeping bag kill was 7. It was 7.
Okay.
The sleeping bag kill. And also, they reintroduced the sleeping bag kill in Jason X.
Bro, he beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker in that goddamn sleeping bag in part 10, dude. I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit was funny.
The story may have been with Jason X, but you can't deny that Jason, when he came back as that upgraded version, you can't tell that version of Jason was badass. The story may have been kind of bland, but the look of Jason with a part metal body, you can't say the eyes and his whole look were nothing but badass.
Oh yeah, 100%, dude. Of course. My favorite kill in the entire franchise had to be in part 10 when he dunked bitch's head into the liquid nitrogen, picked it
Mm-hmm.
up, realized that she still had somewhat of a blank, and smashed her fucking head, dude,
That I love that kill. They were gonna
and broke it.
not to bring
Like
the
that
game
shit was
involved, but
immaculate.
not to bring the game involved, but that they were gonna add that kill too. But that's besides the point. But that was one of my favorite kills too. But my favorite kill was the sleeping bag kill. To beat a chick with a swing a person into the tree. Brute force I took behind that sleeping bag kill.
Yep.
But Kane Hodder forgot
You know,
all
let's not
due
forget,
respect.
dude. Have you ever seen the Victor Crawley series, Hatchet Part 1, 2, and 3, and then Victor
Yeah,
Crawley?
yeah,
Kane Hodder played the dad of Victor Crowley, and Victor Crowley. I mean, that's honestly the only movie I've ever seen Kane Hodder in that had actually had to cry in order to do said movie, and it's fucking amazing, man. Like, you know, Kane
yeah. It
Hodder, if
showed
you
it.
ever had a chance to meet him, y'all, is one of the nicest, most easygoing, motherfucking, like, he's like, you better like me on Facebook or I'll fucking kill you. And I love that
Have
shit.
you met him?
I have.
Did
Twice.
he choke
Louisville,
you?
Kentucky. Well, I didn't get no pictures, so no, he didn't get to choke me, but
But
I heard his
I actually
chokes
heard
pretty
from
fucking
people.
hard.
He doesn't when he. I heard people from his documentary that when he choked you, it wasn't he wouldn't want to hurt you, but he did. It wasn't no slight thing. He actually did put grip around your neck.
God
He wouldn't
damn
want
it.
to hurt you, but he let you feel it.
Gotta put the fucking remote down and I fucking drop my goddamn phone. My wife's gonna
Because
kill me.
Kane Hodder
Baby
is not a
trying to
small
sleep.
man by any means.
Oh no, dude, he's like 6 foot, hell, he was at least 6'4". He's at least 6'4", dude. I mean, I stood beside him. He's fucking bigger and taller than me,
I
dude.
do want to meet Kane Hodder one of these days.
Dude, he all the times comes to the Indianapolis fucking what you call 'em, the Comic Con that comes there, or the
Mm-hmm.
horror comic. He does the Comic Con and the Horror Con. See, 2020, dude. Like, you know, we were all like, you know, let me do an example real quick on stream. Oh, 2020, bring it in the new year. And we gave a motherfucker like a month or two, and it was like, fuck you. The year just said, fuck you, man. Fuck you, man. That's what the year said.
But no disrespect to C.J. Graham, but Kane played Jason to perfection. He came up with that whole heavy breathing and shoulder thing.
Right. Well, Kane also did all the fucking Jason movements in the video game.
Yeah.
Also, but you know, see, Kane's also the only repeat Jason. Nobody's ever repeat Jason. Like it started off with Willington Gillette in part 2, and he ended up getting hurt to where he wasn't an actual stuntman. So it came down to Steve Nash. Steve Nash came in and
God
was
bless
like,
his heart.
you know what? I'll take over from here, and you know he had to squeeze himself in the fucking shoes and shit that didn't even fit, and you know take
God
care of
bless
that.
his soul.
And then you got who's
I don't know who played part 3 though. I can't remember who played part 3.
I think it was Tim Rooker, Tim something here of another. Swear to God, it was Tim or Tom. Tim or Tom.
But Kane Hodder is brought Jason to life because back then, when Jason first came along, he was just too stiff, you know.
Well, yeah, I
But
mean,
when Kane brought him in,
it wasn't even that though,
he
bro.
actually do what?
So Richard Brooker played part 3. Okay, he played part
Uh-huh.
3. Richard Brooker was the one that was a stiff motherfucker. And the weird part is Kane may not have played in um Kane may not have played in fucking Freddy
Freddy
versus
vs.
Jason,
Jason.
but he really did. he was right, and honestly, Killer Ink, dude, I'm gonna bring you in on this. All right, I'm gonna bring you in on it right now. Get your ass off your game. But I don't know y'all can still hear me and everything, but Richard Brooker, he played part 3 fucking Jason, dude, and it was fucking immaculate and amazing. And part 4 came, or he was the only one that was like really, 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 really stiff, dude. Really stiff, like someone that you couldn't bend or mold to even try to work with you type shit. So part 3 was a hardcore motherfucker when it came down to doing your shit. You know what I'm saying? And that being said, dude, it was quite amazing. It was quite immaculate to the fact that it's part 3, and part 3 honestly has to be my. We never went to this, but part 3 has to be my favorite one, based on storyline only. Storyline only. Part 3 has to be my favorite one, bro, hands down. Part 3 has to be my favorite one, and that's why I use part 3. So I sit there and I use fucking Richard Brooker's fucking part 3 makeover, I guess, to do any and everything I can with the whole game and everything like that. But and then goddamn, then came goddamn part 4, dude. Then came fucking part 4. I'm like, what the fuck was part 4 even thinking, bro?
Yeah, no kidding.
Like, what the fuck was it thinking, though?
I don't know what they were thinking with that one.
I mean, they were thinking, like, first of all, Ted White played part 4, okay? He was already old as fuck. He was already super fucking old when he played it. Like, why are you coming with this dude that's so fucking old? Like, I'll never understand in my life, dude.
I like that one kill where he used a pitchfork. I don't know if it was a pitchfork or what to kill Fox with, to pin her against the the wall or something. I can't remember what it was. The way not you can't go wrong with the classic. The Pamela. Where in the first movie.
What's going on, guys?
What's up, dude? Just talk horror films and shit. And then you got like, I don't know what Ted White was thinking, man. Like, he was already like damn near 49 years old playing Jason Voorhees in part 4. I mean, he did a good job in part 4. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, you could just tell like his movements was off, and he was just really slow and other shit. And then came part 5. Tom Morga, who played part 5 Jason, mind you, was already fucking. I mean, he was an older dude too, but he was slender enough and like quick enough to be able to do shit. And then of course you got part 6, CJ Graham. I said CJ this time instead of the actual name. Just saying.
Then you got part 7, 8, and 9, and Jason Egg were Kane Hodder. 7,
8, 9, and 10. Kane Hodder. And then you got this dude named Ken Zornjinga. It's hard to say his last name.
Ken Kurtzinger, I think it is.
Ken Kurtzinger?
I think.
It's so hard for me to say. But either way, I'm pretty sure you're right. I mean, in Freddy vs. Jason, like, what's your opinion of that, dude? Like, Jason was getting his ass beat. Like, Freddy should have won that, because if it wasn't for the help of the, I guess you could say counselors or the humans or fucking whatever, then he would never have won that. If it wasn't for the help
I
of
agree with you there, but no matter what Freddy did, Jason just kept coming back for more.
He kept coming back for more, bro, but he would have never won that, though. Like, all it would have took was Freddy to just cut his head off with fucking his scissor clips, you know, and it could have happened. He could easily, like, scissor his
I don't
fucking
think he
head
can
off.
cut people's heads off with that.
He can. He has. That's just as fucking crazy, man. What up, Killer?
What's going on, buddy? I think they definitely should have made a sequel to that, because at the end of that movie, Freddy winds up winking and shit. So I honestly think he never really died to begin with.
Yeah, well, that's where
I
all
think they
this
should have just kept
lawsuit
on. Like,
came
should
in
just
play.
kept on going.
That's where the lawsuit came in play after that, and all that bullshit. And so I'm waiting on I'm waiting on the next fucking New Line Cinemas or Paramount to produce another Jason movie, and Paramount ain't gonna do it. So it's either gonna be New Line Cinema or fucking Columbia fucking Pictures or some shit like that.
What do you think about the question? What do you think about the remastered the remastered one where the Robert Englund one?
What?
The
2009 fucking Jason?
Yeah, that and Freddy too.
Oh, Derek Mears, man. Like, you know, Derek Mears played a badass fucking Jason. I'll be honest. But, you know, I'm kind of glad that they actually transposed Derek Mears as Jason Voorhees, going from. See, they tried to kind of eliminate 2 and 3, which I didn't like that much. You know, they wanted to eliminate 2 and 3 by him going from the one-eyed fucking, I guess you could say sock or pillowcase, whatever, to the mask in the barn of said movie, and it really pissed me off to the point to where it's like, you know what, I don't even want to continue watching this, but I continue to watch it. But Derek Mears played a badass Jason. Like, Derek Mears, if you stand beside Derek Mears, I don't give a fuck how big you are, how big you think you are. Like, he is a big motherfucker.
You talking about the original Jason, right?
No.
No.
The original Jason was always Ari Lehman. Talking about,
little guy, like well, he wasn't short, but the big guy with a mustache. I can't remember what his name is, but and he played a couple of the different Jasons, I think, did he not?
Oh, you're talking. No, the only one that was a repeat Jason was Kane Hodder.
Yeah, the guy that I'm thinking of, he was like he was a decent size. Like, I'm not gonna call him short, but he wasn't like overly tall by any means. You know what I mean? But he was a bigger guy, like not built, but like chunky wise, and had a mustache, dude. I can't remember what his name
Jason was Freddy vs. Jason.
That was Wellington Gillette, who played Part 2 Jason, who wasn't even able to finish the entire movie because he ended up.
And I know it's a weird one, but who's the guy? There was one Jason that wound up fucking. I don't know. He got fucked up anyway, but the doctor, some dude winds up eating his heart and shit. Which one is
Part
that?
10.
That was Part 10.
Part 9.
Jason
Part 9.
Jason goes.
That's fucked. I don't know. It wasn't one of my favorites. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Like the one where the doctor ate his heart and then he instantly became Jason. And
yeah, he like winds up becoming Jason or something. It's weird.
Yeah, and right before he died, like, you know, this like alien thing came out of his mouth and fucking went into somebody else's, and
yeah, it was weird. I don't know. I thought it kind of fell off the tracks when I don't know. I don't know.
You at least gotta watch Part 10, Freddy vs. Jason, and you at least gotta watch Part 10, Freddy vs. Jason, and the Part 9, or shit, the Part 1 and 2, I guess you could say. 2 and 3.
It's a fucking space one too, isn't there not?
Yeah, Jason in Space, yeah, it's Part 10.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I haven't seen that one. I think I seen, I don't know, I've watched a few of them, but I haven't seen that one. The space one, I know for sure I haven't seen.
I'm sure you've seen what he looks like, though.
Yeah. On the Friday the 13th game or whatever, I in the little whatever the hell they wanted, the cabin fucking
The
secret
virtual cabin.
stuff. Yeah. I got to see the skin in there, but other than that, I haven't seen it. No.
Yeah, what's sad is another thing. What's sad is the game has so much potential and almost floundered.
Yeah, I don't know. It's rough because I really like that fucking game too, and it just I don't know, just like kind of died for me once I realized that there wasn't gonna be like as much shit going on with it. Like I guess they were going through lawsuits or whatever at the time or whatever, you know. So I just kind of fell off of it. But it was a good game when I first started playing for sure. Probably still is if you can manage to stay in a lobby long enough.
Yeah, so there's no dedicated server now, which made the game more. Yeah.
So, but yeah, the game
Well,
game definitely had a lot of potential for sure. Still does if they ever work the shit out and actually continue on with it and stop being.
well, we were promised part 10, Jason. Okay,
Well, they
we
kind
were
of
promised
fucking.
Jason X. Like I got him on PC. His kills are fucking awesome. We were also promised like new outfits and all this shit, but everything always has to go PC first, right? Air quotes. Um, to the
Most of
point
the
to
good
where,
shit does, buddy.
well,
Consoles will never stand up to a PC, dude. That's bottom line.
I never
PC's
once
gonna
said they
come
would
first,
either.
man. It was no, but it's you know
But you need to show
console,
you
all
need
the
to
good
show
shit,
console
all the good shit's
players.
gonna go to
You need to show you need to show console players like
some
the love
love.
that you
Yeah.
do. Like you're not a PC player, bro. Yourself, actually.
No, no,
I
I
mean, you
don't fuck
probably
with the
would if you
PC
had
at all,
one,
dude.
or honestly, you
Oh
probably
yeah,
wouldn't.
they're too expensive, dude. That's most of the reason why I don't have one, dude. I'm not paying thousands of dollars to fucking play a
But
game
people on
that
PC
And
have
that's
Jason X,
that's
so
what it is, bro. Like it's a
well,
rat
that's it.
race.
But
I'm trying to clean
well,
out this
that's it.
pot real
The
quick.
fucking the money that like when it comes down to payment, dude, and like a console, it doesn't matter like what gen it is. You know what I mean? It's not gonna hold up to the cost of a fucking computer. So obviously, the people that are paying more for their shit are gonna get the better shit. You know what I mean? Or the shit that comes out first, or whatever. It's just bottom line. It's a sad fact, but you know.
I mean, I'm cool
And it
with it, dude.
sucks because people
I'm a
do
diehard
pay
console gamer,
fucking.
dude.
Well, yeah, it sucks because I got sitting in my living room right now. I got easily fucking $2,000 worth of just console. Then you get into the games, so it's not like we don't spend good money on fucking console. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
just I don't know.
Well, I mean,
It's
it's
just
more
different.
it's more the fact that they want to say computers built the console industry, which I disagree with.
No,
I'm sorry, but when we had
I don't know.
fucking,
I'm sure like a
I'm
lot
so
of the shit, like there is probably a lot of the picture and shit like that. There's probably a good chunk of certain things that the console has taken from fucking PCs. You know what I mean? But you could never get a PC or a console to fucking work nearly as good as what a PC would, no matter how much shit you put in it.
fucking exactly, dude.
So it's really like that. I don't know.
I mean,
That's a
until they make consoles to where we can actually change the hardware in ourselves, like PC, it's it's just gonna be a never-ending battle, bro.
oh, buddy. I've opened up the systems. And there's too much shit going on in them. You couldn't fit much more in the fucking things, to be honest.
Well, exactly, like that's my point being made.
You'd need like if you could friggin' take something and I don't know somehow cobble something together, dude. It probably would be really sick.
1 second, y'all go ahead and talk.
but yeah, that's just kind of crazy though.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's I don't know. It's nuts. I would love to have a PC though. If I had the money for it, I'd definitely go for it.
But you can't tell me that when you saw Jason X in the virtual cabinet that he didn't look badass.
Oh no, 100%. He was sick. I would definitely mess with him for sure.
It's
Honestly,
sad.
I think he's honestly one of my favorites out of the bunch. To be honest, I think the only one that I liked more than the Jason X or whatever is the fucking Safini Jason. I couldn't I don't know what part he is or
He's not.
whatever, but
He's not a real Jason. He's just
that is the only other character that I thought even held up to like as soon as I seen because I'm not a long time to figure out the shit to complete that virtual cabin shit.
yeah. Same
Like
here. It took me for
weeks,
freaking forever.
weeks. It was fucked, and it was and then once I got it, it was like I wound up like seeing it, like the big reveal and all this other crap. And then all of a sudden, it was like not too long after that, it was like all of a sudden they were going through the lawsuits or whatever they were fucking doing, and it was like all of a sudden they were talking about not pulling up as much updates or not doing updates at all or some shit, and it was like okay, well that's enough of that. If they did bring him actually into the game instead of just being a cabin character.
Hold
I
on,
would
real quick.
definitely, I'd be all over that.
Lewis. Obviously, your name's Lewis. I'm just gonna call you Lewis. Do I play on official servers on DayZ? Is that what you're asking, bro? On DayZ, do I play on official servers? Yeah, I do.
But the only way you're gonna see Jason X is somebody buying out the rights and put it on a whole nother. They're gaming developers or something. But other than that, the game's all the updates and everything is pretty much done.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, because that game had a lot of potential for sure.
See, Sabine Jason was never in the movie.
I play on. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to keep up with chat too. I play on I play on the official servers and shit. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you what server I play on, but I'm not gonna tell you where I'm at. If I was to go down to play, the official server I play on is Livonia, that one there. New York 8864.
Was never an official Jason.
I'll tell you where he is.
But see, Sabine Jason was never an official Jason. It was just a special Jason that Tom Savini created for the reward for backers.
Yeah.
It's about Savini and shit.
Yeah, Sabine was never an official Jason.
Safini's sick. I really like the Safini Jason. He's the only one.
Oh, that's my lucky day. Oh, okay.
The Jason.
I like my lucky day, dog. Because I'm normally good as shit, but so they're fucking
until I seen
going without, and
it was hard to pick a favorite in between them.
Wait a second before.
All right, so what I'm gonna do, man, is I'm gonna end this podcast.
I buy them a couple times, but I haven't gotten a chance to even properly see the character, like see his kills and all that shit. Like when I died by him, I just got
0900.
Just kept like.
He only has 3 official kills with the weapon. He only has 3.
Okay.
0900.
The one is where he stabs in his stomach, going in the stomach, going in the knee, and just takes a pitchfork and just stabs you in the head.
Under one condition there, Lewis.
Another one where he turns you around. Another one where he turns you around and literally stabs a pitchfork right in the back of your head.
Oh, that's nuts.
Under one condition, my guy, you gotta hook up my new Killer Inc. with
stabs you in the stomach and literally lifts you up.
Oh, that's crazy, buddy. That sounds.
He makes
insane.
you as you die. Basically, he lifts you up.
First response to me getting enough of me. I'm just saying. Alright, well.
But the pitchfork is just like a spear.
Just like a spear. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
it's the same length as a spear.
Yeah. I figured it was like a lot of the animations were going to be pretty close to like the the spear attacks and shit, but
Yeah, and get
wasn't 100% sure. Like I thought they might have tossed a little pizzazz onto it or whatever. Made the
nah. It's just all they did was all it is just a spear. Where they put a spear, it's a spear, but with a fork at the end.
okay, yeah. So it's not as spectacular as what it's
It's basically all Jason.
It's just
To
all
me,
skip.
Jason is. Yeah,
just all
yeah,
skip. Okay.
yeah. What it looks like to me, but I could be wrong.
Oh, that makes sense.
I feel like I'm getting chowed, bro. I'm not seeing no damn 0900 server.
But
A 0900?
all Savini is like what Jason would look like if he was escaped. You know how Jason got sent to hell in Part 9?
Yeah.
Basically, all it was is if Jason would look like if he was escaped hell.
Shit, eh?
And he
Man,
literally
you're
applied
making
that
me...
pitchfork away from this devil himself.
Damn. He's really just... Damn.
Became the new Satan. Became new Satan, basically.
Shit, eh?
If you go to the virtual cabin, it literally tells you.
Alright, well, Kenny.
Damn.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and end this damn podcast, man. I'm gonna stop this stream real quick and then bring it right back up. Play some damn DayZ.
That's fine, but we can still continue talking and just not the podcast anymore.
Oh yeah, buddy. Yeah.
But
I'm being told there was some loot left for me, so randomly.